This is Supercross, the most wild sport I have ever seen. And today, I'm going to take you on a behind-the-scenes tour of my first ever Supercross race in person here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Thanks to my awesome friends over at Milestone and Play On for inviting me out to do all of this awesome stuff and check out the brand new Supercross 25 game. I'm super excited. This is going to be a really, really fun day. Let's jump in. Today, I've got an action-packed video for you. Welcome to Indianapolis, Indiana, for my first ever Monster Energy Supercross race. Spoiler alert, this is wild. So huge shout out to the guys from Milestone and Play On for inviting me out to check out all of this stuff and jump on a real-life bike and drive around the circuit. We'll get to that in a second, though. It was so much fun to watch the race and partake in the weekend. Let's jump into what happened. First order of business, we're gonna jump on some motorbikes, and we got some gear. I'm suited and booted, ready to go. My first dirt biking experience. How hard can it be? As it turns out, harder than you might expect. Take a look at this gear we got, though. We got this really cool helmet. We got the full kit. I need my boots. This is gonna be our game plan. These guys are gonna go first. We're gonna drive back and forth in this area, see if we can manage that. I've got a sneaking suspicion this is gonna be a lot harder than it looks. Ready, 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 go! They stalled! My first dirt bike experience ever. Oh, don't tell me I gotta start on the big one.
Front brake, rear brake,
Yep.
clutch, shifter. You can go up one, makes it a little easier to take off.
Do we just stay in second?
Yeah.
I cannot express how cool this was. I've never been on a dirt bike before. I've never driven off-road on a motorbike before. I have super limited experience, and this was my first ever time really doing this. And me being me, I had to send it. Fun fact, my dad actually used to race motocross bikes when he was in the UK around my age. And I was like, well, he did it, I can do it, obviously. And I said I had one goal. I wanted to get a little bit of air. Just a little bit. Just to say that I got a dirt bike into the air, that would make me happy. And well, I completed my first lap without incident. And then I got my confidence, which is when the problems start to happen. I did a jump.
Good?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
All right, we did it.
I said that I wanted to send it, and that's what I did. Probably not a great idea with limited experience, but I got air, didn't break anything, and we're looking good. So we spent the next little while taking it a little bit slower than that other lap, but I was able to get air and achieve my goal. Honestly, though, this was so much fun. I love dirt biking, and I would love to do it again. This was so much fun. After we got off the circuit, it was time for the professionals to do their practice before the race weekend, and these guys are wild. Watching them soar through the air, take massive jumps, do wild practice starts, and basically driving in a pack just for practice is crazy. Awesome. We'll let them practice, though. We'll come back for the race and the qualifying stuff in a second. Let's go check out the new Supercross 25 video game. What was really cool is we got to actually try out the game with the developers who make it, ask them a ton of questions, and play the game with Hayden Deegan. It was so cool watching him play because he's like a hotshot, real-life Supercross racer, and you could see his brain working in real time to figure out how the game works. He was asking the developers all of these technical questions like, oh, can you do this? And they would be like, yeah, you can do that. And he would be like, okay, got it. And then he just did it in the game instinctively. And he was winning every single race that he did with us. It was insane. Anyways, let's head back to the stadium to watch the actual Supercross races. These things are awesome. The presentation is off the charts cool. Not to mention the races themselves are just sheer chaos. It is so much fun to watch. I have absolutely fallen in love with this sport. It is so cool. Now, though, it's time for us to head back home and take what we learned from watching the professionals and see if we can apply all of those things that we learned into the brand new Supercross 25 video game. So this is it, the brand new Monster Energy Supercross 25 video game. Yes, I got my hands on it early, and today I'm going to show you some of the really cool new stuff in this year's game. One of the biggest new features with this year's game is the 2025 game actually takes place in 2025. Let me explain. Because Supercross goes into these stadiums and builds these circuits every single year, they're different. Their layouts are different. The jumps are different. And previously, the developers featured the layouts from the year before, but that is not the case anymore. In 2025, they're using the circuits from this year. If I scroll over to Indianapolis, this is the exact circuit that we were driving around. Since this is my first race on the full version of this game, though, we'll come back to 450, but I think we should start on the 250.
From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana, we're live for another incredible day in the Monster Energy AMA Supercross Championship.
So here we go. Welcome to Lucas Oil Stadium, baby. This is so sick. So, like I said, what's really cool is this is the actual layout that they were running for the actual race a couple of weeks ago when I filmed that intro to the video. One of the main things I've got to focus on is my character's lean through every single corner to make sure we're getting buttery smooth landings. Basically the opposite of that one there. One of the main things that just shocked me when we were watching this in real life is just how rhythm-based it is. You need to be so in tune, not only with your bike and like what your bike is doing, but also so in tune with the actual circuit and like what's coming up next. You know, oh, I've got to take this jump at this speed, take this at this speed, and prepare for this landing because it's not what you think it is, and it's very, very difficult to do if you go in blind. Okay, bro, thank you for ruining my qualifying lap. Anyways, all this to say, the more and more we race this circuit, the faster and faster, in theory, we should get. Or I'm just gonna pop a sick 360 in the middle. Here we go, slow. Too fast in. Even that was too fast in. There we go. There we go. Not the best landing, but we are improving. Every lap, we're getting a little better, a little bit more confident. You can see me figuring out the lead. So, like, that's the other big thing with this game. The right stick of the controller controls the body of the character. The left stick controls the bike. So, like, if you're going into one of these corners, you've got to counter lean into the corner. You've got to lean left, but the bike is turning right. So you're pointing the thumbsticks in the opposite direction. Take a look at this. I think my fastest lap will hold up for a P1 unless anybody at the last moment here can try to take me down. No, we're good. P1. This is actually one of the other conversations I was having with some of like the guys who ride bikes. In my mind, I think I'd want to start all the way over here because it would give me the inside line because it's left-hand corner, right? That would give me the inside line. But apparently a lot of guys like to start next to this like wall and then just bomb it up. You don't have anybody on your right, technically, and you can just send it. I'm going to try it. I don't know if that's the strat, but I'm going to run it. Rev it up. Lean, watch. Bad launch, bad launch, bad launch, bad launch, good launch, good launch, good launch. Oh my God. See, that's what I don't like. That's what I don't understand. Everybody can just send it up your inside, go up the left there, and they're gone. Suddenly, I've just gone from first to fourth. Oh, it's actually going to be worse than that. Oh, it's going to be much worse than that with that awful landing. Bro, I went from first down to 13th. That is not what I wanted to see. Okay, absolutely send it here. Nice big jumps. Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. All of my talking before. Bro, don't. Hobie tried to spin me out on the goddamn landing. Okay, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. We're good. I'm really trying to focus on my rhythm, though. That's like the main thing out. If I feel like I can get good landings and I thought I was about to lose the bike. I thought I was about to lose it again. It's cool how it gives you that like sense of this is gonna go wrong if you keep doing this type of thing. Oh yeah, look, everyone else is having the same issues as me with the whole bouncing on that landing. Sorry. Oh, nice landing. Okay, don't do a Deegan and go through. Anyways, all this to say, it's just, I feel like the developers did a fantastic job capturing all of like the emotion and the intensity and the vibes behind these Supercross races. And like I said, it gives you that feeling of being shot out of a cannon, and you've just got to deal with it. There we go. Finally, I did the line I wanted to do the whole time. That, now we're talking. Now we're pulling away. Now we're going to be unstoppable. Don't mess it up now. One corner to go. Bring it home, buddy. A slide through the final corner and a P1. What a beautiful send. Look at my fastest lap time. Now that I was slowly getting my confidence up, that is so good. And look at this. We level up again. We get more rider gear unlocked. We get new helmets, new boots, new Yamaha exhausts. You love to see it. That, again, isn't the only thing that you can do in this game, because you also have Motocross. You can select Monster Energy Supercross or Motocross. These are all fictional circuits scattered around the United States, but you can go to, like, Alaska if you want. So let's head over there. Welcome to Alaska for Motocross this time. So get ready. Lead... I was not ready. Anyways, this is Motocross. So we've got 22 competitors on the circuit. We've got a 5-minute race ahead of us here, and we've got to absolutely zoom through these corners as much as possible. Anyways, long story short, difference between Motocross and Supercross. Supercross in a stadium, tight little twisty circuits. Motocross, big circuits outside, lots of speed. I think that's where these 450 bikes will actually pay off really nicely. And here's what's really cool. So you know in that clip that I showed earlier when I was chatting with all the developers? Well, as it turns out, I actually discovered an unknown feature in the game. Do you know how over some jumps you can like tail whip into them? Kind of like that. Right? You can do those maneuvers. Yo, what if you just get really big air and you keep holding the tail, like, whip? Oh, this looks like a good jump to do it on. You can go for barrel rolls. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Basically, you need a ton of air and a ton of speed and absolute confidence, and you can do barrel rolls. How sick is that? Here we go. Go for one right here. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. That's too small. Bro, that's not very nice at all. After my small little mishap, it is going to be a P13 for us. There it is. And across the line, a disappointing 13. So that is Supercross 25. It is an awesome game. If you want to check it out, it comes out early next week. You can play it as early as Monday. If you want to pick it up, I'll have a link in my description down below so you can check it out for yourself. It's available for Xbox, PlayStation, and the PC, so go check it out. There's a link down below. Thanks so much to Supercross for inviting me out to Indianapolis and letting me crash a motorcycle. I promise to not do that again.